Guys, it's me, Psycho Break, and I'm here with a little streamer, Big Rant. A lot of you have probably seen on Twitter where a lot of people are like, hey, come support me, come watch me. And it's basically been feeding a lot of the Twitter things. You'll see, hey, support our little streamers, and then they'll do like a retweet and whatnot. And then they'll say, while retweeting and stuff, let us know your thing so we can support you, because we stick together. And then you go and you look at this and you're like, wow, I wonder how they are and how they do. So you go and you go to their stream, and of course they got it vibing, they got it rocking and rolling, which is all good and fine, which is pretty cool. But then a lot of them spam you, and they'll sit there and hit you up and say, hey, I got a Discord, come to this Discord and check it out, and we'll support each other. Well, I got a message that hits my inbox every now and then, and I got one where a guy was pretty much saying that it was rough, and he's like, hey man, we'll help each other out, and we'll just really do, we'll knock it out of the park. Then this person ends up tweeting that they no longer can do it. They can't take it. As if being a graphics designer is enough to frickin' wheel you into the frickin' door of Stream Hollywood Mania, and to get you straight in the fact of the past all the bullshit that all the other streamers have to go through just to even get noticed. I understand life's tough, I understand it's rough, and it's about making a choice and making a decision. It's also about the grind. There's no shortcut in all of this. There's people that's been bitching about the fact that they've been demonetized on YouTube and all this crap. I want to tell you something. I was demonetized the day of Adpocalypse. I wasn't making much money, wasn't making any money. Hell, the most I had on there was $10, and I saved it because I didn't want to use it. And I wanted it to be there. I should have cashed it out just so I could say, hey, I got a check from YouTube. But I remember I was actually doing, when learning some of these things, there was a guy named Jacob Cantu. He streams as Young Majin Buu or whatever. Used to be known as Psycho Black. Off the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. My favorite's Psycho Yellow, though. But anyways, he let me know straight up off the bat, he's willing to help and do whatever. He's part of the reason why I got a lot of the subscribers I do. But he let me know right off the bat, it's not easy. It's not something you can just chime in and do and expect people to come and watch. You're going to have to do it because you want to do it and because you want to make it fun. People like Nick O.C., who streams, who busted their ass on streaming, would stream even if there was nobody in the room, and would actually have it hype even if there was nobody in the room. And kudos to them, because that is hard to do. Because when you actually stream, you got to turn that bullshit off that's going on in the real world and make this your fantasy land. Kind of like when you're a little kid and stuff, and you play pretend that you are, even though you're on your bed, you play like you're on a big airplane or something. I used to do that all the time when I was little. Still do to this day. No, I'm kidding. But you got to set the mode. You got to make it believable to yourself. In a way, lie to yourself and actually have fun. And there's people out there that's going to see what you're doing, and they're going to hate on your content because they don't got the courage to do what you do. They don't got the courage to put themselves out there. But it's easy to sit in the back and flip off and give the middle finger or say negative things than it is to actually be in that line of fire. People hate to be criticized. I hate to be criticized. But a lot of these people, these social justice warriors, or your SJWs, pretty much want to sit there and are very well to say, well, instead of saying they don't like something, you'll get a random newbie comments saying you should just go in a corner and die. Okay. Have a nice day. And again, if you need any more cooking tips, and stuff like that. What's really got on my nerves on a lot of the stuff with this is the fact that it's always about people saying, well, come to me because you like my content. Don't come to me because you think you're doing me a favor. And I agree with that. In return, the same thing, they were like, but don't expect me to come to your stuff, to watch your stuff, because I'm in the middle of trying to make it, and I'm in the middle of trying to do on my grind too. Okay, I understand that. At some point in time, though, giving little shout outs and stuff on Twitter don't do shit for you as a streamer. Let's be honest. They all have their cliques. They all have the ones that they'll talk to, and they all have the ones that they'll say their stuff to. But at the end of the day, no shits is given as whether or not you're there to watch their stream or not. They're still going to perform what they got to do and put their best effort and put their best foot forward. Now, some of this I can eat some humble pie on because I really am just venting and talking and brainstorming here. Now, I got several videos on YouTube. A lot of them are garbage. I'm not going to lie, they're plumb garbage. Some of them are garbage. But I used a lot of my videos as backlogs. Backlogs for, in case if something happens to me, God forbid they don't, but my nephews would have memories of me. They'd have something of me. You know, it's just aggravating that things become so hard to make money, just even the little things. And unless you get noticed by a certain someone or something happens to see your stuff and blows you up, you're dead in the water. But it don't come easy. You have to be the one to get yourself out there. But how do you get yourself out there if nobody's looking or if nobody even catches the eye? I mean, it's almost like, truthfully, you got to spend money to make money. Being said, it's almost like you're going to have to sit there and shell out money for your own tweet to make sure other people see it. Which in one case is kind of ridiculous. The other thing is that many times I'd be streaming on YouTube and I would have it to where, and Twitch, and I would have it to where I could see on one side, because I did on PlayStation, because I don't got an Elgato, so I don't have a way of doing all that stuff. But where you could see what people are saying if they showed up in the room and all this other stuff. And that was cool. You get to interact with people and see them and say it. The only thing is, it's delayed. So when you see it, by the time you comment, on it, it's like 1 or 2 minutes late. So it's always behind. But I had this one video. If you want to look it up, it's called Trolling. And it's the very first video I did with a camera. A PlayStation 4 camera, actually. And I was really stoked about getting it. Couldn't wait to open it before I went to work as a CNA. And I vape. Or as Bess calls it, I gape. It's just funny. Anyways, and I was taking a look at something on YouTube, or on my thing, checking out the camera. I think it was the Playroom at the time. And I'm talking about this to bring this up. For some reason, for whatever reason, this one guy comes in, and you can watch the video. This guy comes in, and his name is Anal Gaping Girl. Gaping Anal Girl or some stupid shit. And I know it was a guy, not to piss off you pronoun people and how you like to be determined, but because only a guy would stoop so low and say something like this. Word for word. Oh, my bad. That's my name I use when I on my other job. I forgot to change it. Now, unless you're an idiot, the only way you could change your name on there is by changing your email address. YouTube's tied to one email address or whatever, unless you got two names on your email profile or on two profiles on your email. That's the only way you can change it. So I'm cutting up with some of my fan base and stuff, my chain breakers, and I'm cutting up with them. And this guy keeps going on and on and on the side, trying to get me to, I guess, pay attention to him. Meanwhile, I got my own fan base that are some of my real good friends that were trolling me, but I knew it was them and stuff. They were just goofing because they would do it all the time. And I guess he gets aggravated. So in the middle of the stream, he leaves. Comes back. Now this is where it gets stupid. Mind you, I'm streaming, and this is a, it's not like I'm in a building where I can see people that come in. The only thing I can see is their name tag or whatever. Comes in and says, hey, was my wife just in here? I'm looking for her. That's the stupid shit you're going to deal with. I'm supposed to believe that this guy came to a chat looking for his wife. Looking for his wife now. Because God knows there's no real world outside of streaming. It's all in that one virtual world. And how in the hell would I know where his anal gaping girl or gaping anal girl was if I'm in a stream? I don't know where he or she lives. There's your pronoun, guys. Y'all can get happy, and girls, or it's, or them and they. And it was just really stupid. And it really killed the fun in having that camera, because I used it to show it off, but also used it so the subscribers would get to see me and see what I look like. See, with the Kinect and the Xbox, you couldn't do that, because the Kinect, the only way you could use it at that time, they really wasn't doing and pushing much streaming stuff, but the Kinect really wasn't doing that much stuff. After people didn't like the Kinect and what it did, I was the fan of the Kinect. I just didn't like the fact that it was pushed as how it was. Like you had to have it, and everybody knew you didn't have to have it. So with that being said, you're going to deal with some frustrations trying to stream. But that was one of the ones I wanted to bring up about that. So if y'all get a chance, check out that video. It shows a Mickey Mouse. The image on that video is a Mickey Mouse drawing with the trolley face, the troll face, and he's driving a boat, or looks like he's steering a boat, and the background's yellow. That was my first video that I got a troll in there and stuff, and just really tried to ruin the stream. It was really stupid, because it just shows you just how stupid people can be and how they'll do it, and it'll kind of discourage you, but also it's like, well, that's cool, that's content, people watch it, they'll laugh their ass off. At the time, now, I think it's funny and stupid, because most things that are funny do fall in the lines of being stupid as well. But here's my thing, and I guess this is what aggravated me. So, fact of the matter is, you'll notice, or I have here lately, my subscribers will stay steady at it'll fluctuate between 222 to 221. It fluctuates all the time. The funny thing is, every time I upload something, I lose a sub. So that's why I haven't been uploading much. I want to keep you bastards. No. I think that's weird. But what's really aggravating is the people that follow you on Twitter and that promote their shit, and then you retweet their stuff, show them love. Of course, they'll like it. Some like it, some don't. Some don't even fool with it. You'll even go as far as to subscribe to them on Twitch and stuff. And this ain't one particular person. This is just in general. This is a blanket statement. This pertains to no one or no thing. But if you're doing it thinking that you're doing them a favor, and if you're doing it thinking that they're going to come watch your shit at a drop of a hat, that's a scratch my back, I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine grind, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. The only one that you got to pick on or look at and figure things out, talk amongst your friends, talk amongst your crew, say, hey man, come look at my video, tell me what you think, what am I doing wrong, da 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 da. A lot of the times I'll go to Razorblade and he'll watch my videos when he's got the chance, and his brother Matt sometimes does too, or they may watch it regardless and I just don't know it. For some reason my comments are turned off. I didn't turn them off. YouTube did that. Great. I guess the less interaction I can have with my crew, the better, but it wasn't like people were leaving comments anyways. But if you're expecting an overall clique, an overall support group on this, it's hard. It is really hard. Because not everybody's going to be on the same page as you, and not everybody's going to be wanting to drop what they're doing just to help you. And because it's not like that there's a set formula on how to get to the top. There's not a set thing. The only thing that they can tell you that a lot of them say is keep doing it, don't stop. Set a schedule that you can keep to and stick to that schedule. But there is some caveats though. It's hard to stick to a schedule or set a schedule when life is so damn fucking hectic. My job right now is crazy. Excuse me, it's not a stressful job. It's just the fact that the hours I work, I'd rather be sleeping than sitting there dedicating all this time to sleep. Now if I had 2 days off in a row, dude, I would stream. But I don't. I don't have 2 days off in a row. My days off are as 1 day off, I work, 1 day off. So my days off are split up, which sucks. Which means I can't say, okay, today I'll rest, tomorrow I'm going to stream something. Which is normally what I did. But what stinks is that, you know, a lot of people on YouTube talk about, man, I don't know what I'll do if I got demonetized. My thing is, I've been demonetized for a long time. My shit's got, thanks to McJuggernuggets, me looking up his video and watching his video, he was saying how you could tell if you're shadow banned. My shit's shadow banned, for real. The only time my stuff comes alive is around the seasons of when Big Brother comes out. Big Brother is a CBS all-access show, and it's different in each country. But it's basically a show of reality TV, semi-reality TV, where people get in a household and they get voted off. But if they end up staying there long enough, they can end up winning $500,000. I would love, love, love to get on that show. But there's only so many grinds you can do, like so many introductions to yourself that you can do. Matter of fact, there's a video on there if y'all want to look it up. It's 30 seconds long and it's one of my audition videos. And I give a shout out to Dustin Pipkins. He's helped me with that video. And it was 30 seconds long. And the reason it was 30 seconds long is because how much more do you talk about yourself? How much more do you introduce yourself? You got to keep in mind, you're going to this cast and stuff, audition thing, and you're doing the same shit over, saying the same shit over every time. How much more creative can you be? How many more times can you do that? And I got stumped. after that 30-second one. I was trying to top my first one video that I did. You can check it out on my playlist. It's Big Brother Auditions. And that's hard to do. And just like getting stumped with that, it's hard to come up with content and get stuff. That's why if you're going to stream a game that you like, and it don't have to necessarily be one that's popular, because let me tell you something, thousands of streamers here lately, especially the ones that have the backing and stuff, which is a big thing, good for them, a lot of times they'll get a game weeks before it even comes out. Here you are planning to do a stream on this game as soon as it comes out, and you're prepped, you're ready to go, you're ready to do that stream, but guess what? People's already watched Mr. Ice and Fire or frickin' Tarot Ninja or whatever, and they've already seen like 3 hours of walkthrough of a game that you can't even play because you're not given a code like they are to play the game. You have to buy your stuff. Meanwhile, they get it early and everything else, and they get to play it, beat it, whatever, and that leaves you with, well, shit. Not to mention, most JRPGs and games like for Sony are not freaking streamer friendly. Atlas is one of them. There's a game coming out called Persona 5 Strikers. I got that game. It comes out February 23rd. Looking forward to playing it. However, I want to stream that game. But guess what? There's a high probability chance that that game is going to be blue screened. Now, what does blue screen mean? Well, if you play it on PlayStation has a thing where if you try to play it and Atlas blocks their content, all of those people are going to hear, they're going to hear your voice, they're not going to see the video feed. Unless you got an Elgato. That shoots the shit of what you're wanting to stream. And that's what really sucks. Because you make this plans, you know, you're on a budget. And that's why a lot of people like Mighty Keith don't really focus their content on streaming video games. They focus on their content, you've noticed more and more, which is smart, more and more are focusing on skits, focusing on stuff that they can do that's original, that they can't get copyrighted strike for, which is cool. Which makes sense. But it's not easy. You can have all the tools in the world to stream and not know how to use those tools. And I'm one of those people. For first few whiles, I had Upload Studio. I had the Kinect, and at the time, I was when Xbox was supporting YouTube or had a contract with YouTube, you was able to do your video, edit, and then upload it to YouTube, which was freaking fabulous. Then the only problem you had was choosing what background you had, because the Kinect would actually show the background. If you watch a lot of my videos, they'll have cheesy backgrounds. My earlier ones did, and that was from Upload Studios with the Kinect. It looked like I was in a building, looked like I was somewhere, even driving. And that's what I used. And I was able to upload it to YouTube as soon as I was done. It would render, save to the OneDrive, then it would go on YouTube. Well, then what happened with that got cut. I don't know if Microsoft just killed the whole YouTube thing or what. But then it got to Upload Studios would upload it to OneDrive, and that was it. OneDrive is a Microsoft storage, kind of like cloud storage is what it is. So then you'd have to sign into the cloud storage, make the name of the profile, find your video you just uploaded on OneDrive, save it, download it to your phone or your PC, then upload it to YouTube. Again, it was a nice feature. My point being is that you can have all the tools and still not have an idea, not have a fan base. It's all about the clicks a lot of the times. Storyfire app right now is a little streamer right now. It's trying to get its foot in the water. It's like starting all over again. It was supposed to be canceled today, a couple of days ago. The investors bought into it, and it's still alive. However, you cannot just upload a video to StoryFire. You have to send them a video, and they take a look at your content and see if it's worthy. What's the series about? What's your content about? And then they will send you information whether or not, this is something they want on their channel. Big things do come to those that leap. But eventually you got to look at it and say to yourself, because Razorblade would beat this into my head. He said, man, you're like trying to be there's so many people got their hand in the cookie jar. Where would your hand fit? Blah, blah, blah. Now, this is not a slight on him or nothing like that. No disrespect. But if you thought about that to everything you try to accomplish, why even wake the fuck up and get out of bed? If you're already defeated before you start, why even put your shoes on? I say that to say this. It's not easy streaming. It's not going to be easy to get people. Not everybody's going to want to see your content. Be fine with that, because eventually they are going to watch it and they're going to say, wow, I really missed something here, and they're going to like it. The only reason I use the analogy that I used before with Razorblade Dreams is because that's exactly the mindset that a lot of people have, me, myself included. A lot of the times you'll feel defeated before you even start, and it's a why bother situation. You feel like Agent Smith on Matrix 3 going, why? But why do you stream? But just know, you have to do it for yourself. And I think that's loud and clear to myself. Do it because you like doing it. Don't do it because you want to get famous. Don't do it because you want to get money. Because let's be real, it ain't happening unless it's just a one-off. I'm not being negative, I'm being truthful. Now, if somebody sees this video and says, wow, this guy's got talent, and then watches my whole backlog, that's another thing. I got more videos than the majority of these freaking streamers that's upload thousands of videos. And I used to go back and I used to delete hundreds upon hundreds of my videos that I used to have, and I quit doing that. And I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't delete, but a lot of it was fillers that I would just do random shit just to have content on my channel, but it wasn't anything. It was just useless shit. Don't give up. I know it's hard. Hell, I used the baby crying at the beginning of the video because I think that's all of us at some point. We just are fed up. But to the other streamers that are big, that's what it sounds like. A baby crying. Baby not getting his way. Just think, if it was worth having and everybody could get it, it wouldn't make it that much special. Anyways, guys, that's my 30-minute rant. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned. And if the comments are off, again, I did not turn these comments off. I don't know what's going on with that on YouTube. That's another little streamer big rant there. But like I said, if Active Todd gets to see this video, just know that this is a message to not just you, but to everybody and to myself. It sucks sometimes, but as long as you got a base and friends that will listen to you bitch and at least come watch it. Hell, not even watch it, play it on their phone, play it while they play a game just so it gives you a view. That's fine by me. At least you took the time. My thing is this, guys. Find a friend, find a group, and stick with it. Love you guys. Hashtag break every chain. And Michael, get stuffed.